this and putting this together. So Rick's going to take over. He's going to be doing it all day. So if you're going to talk to anybody, you talk to Rick. And
Yep.
you got donations. And Ryan's, if he's not here, Ryan's the next guy around.
Yeah.
So we certainly want to take that challenge. He brought it to my attention, what, 2 days ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like 2 days ago. And I thought, what a brilliant, brilliant idea. And we got the 5th of November to work on it. So we still have, what?
Because remember
a little bit of time?
the 5th of November.
So we got 5 days. So in the next couple of days, let's put it out there.
A V flag sounds good.
I like the V flag. I like the V for Vendetta, the symbol. You know, I remember in the movie where the little girl was spray painting. We don't want to spray paint. I don't want to put that much kind of vandalism. But chalk's great. We put a colored chalk, maybe a red chalk, an orange chalk, or just a plain white chalk. But just go out, and if that's a good idea, and I'm not going to say that's the best idea, somebody can come up with something bigger and better. So
Yar.
I leave that to hearts and the minds of the occupation people that are out there.
The occupiers of the world.
Actually, that was one symbol that we were trying to come up with, is something that expressed the connection in hearts and minds
Yeah.
in the Occupy movement. So if anyone has an idea for that, put it
Yeah.
up. Let's
And
look at it.
that might take some time doing, but I think in the long run we should have some kind of a flag that we can kind of relate under or something, or believe under, and work on that.
Yeah.
And that bell was that. What was that? Was that the 10 o'clock?
9:30.
9:30? Oh, 9:30. Did we know the time? I guess you
We're
saw the
live.
church. Yeah, this church
Yeah.
tower starts at around 7:30 in the morning, goes
Yeah.
on through the day till about 11.
Yeah.
So we always know our time. We're all together.
So-
We don't have time issues down
We
here.
have a minute.
Not at all.
wanted to do just audio only.
Okay.
I have to go check the minutes for today's city council meeting, as I heard there might be an issue that comes up.
Okay.
That, might...
All right, I'll show you guys out and take a look at
Let's
our
go outside and we'll do the audio only.
That's sweet.
Yar.
And there we are, in the west end of this lovely setup.
Yeah.
There's our supply tent in there.
The brother's gonna have a few words. Audio only, I understand. Uh-huh.
This is a play that I wrote. It's a documented fiction live stream.
Yep.
Okay. Here is a list of crimes for which we indict them.
What's it called?
And by them, it's called The Criminals.
Okay. And your name is? Anonymous.
We indict them for enabling at every turn the persistence of a system of global hegemony, which grants pride of place to every sort of exploitation. Exploitation of every weakness in the interest of the strong. Weak countries subjected to the will of strong ones. Weak people subjected to the will of strong states. Exploitation of poverty in the pursuit of profit. Exploitation of the disenfranchised and marginalized in the interest of geopolitical power. Exploitation of unprotected ecosystems in the interest of the death-worshipping religion of profit. We indict them for environmental crimes. The system that rules our lives today has at its very heart the ability to ignore the external causes and effects of its activity. Any object, living or inanimate, which is not subject to its calculus of profit and loss literally has no concrete reality for those who nevertheless claim power over it and the right to profit from it. We indict them as the standard bearers of a new epoch, whose only concrete legacy will be extinction of species, of diverse human hopes and dreams, perhaps of civilization itself. This living planet will certainly survive the efforts of humanity's current leaders and their puppets to reduce all things to the status of commodities, play of empty spectacle, which aims to rob us of critical perspective, independent thought, and the ability to communicate with each other in terms that we create and define ourselves. At the beginning of the modern era, a sensible person could have enumerated humanity's greatest ills as slavery, poverty, unnecessary disease, starvation, and genocidal hatred. 200 years later, none of these has been defeated. How could they? The pretense that our political and economic systems are intended to advance the cause of civilization or of human welfare is wearing thinner all the time.
That was beautiful.
There's more.
How long ago did you write this? How timely now?
Oh, carrot. Do I show the carrots are? Say it's on this side or the other side? Okay.
St. James Cathedral.
Roll again.
Yeah, we're live. We're live.
The goals and schemes of the world's leaders might monopolize the means of brute force and the mechanisms of exploitation that this brute force protects, but they cannot prevent the people from dreaming of better things and of attempting to transform their dreams into reality. Dreams of a new age of imagination that shines its light on humanity itself, enables us to reconceive our goals and the ways we achieve them together. The dream that humanity might be able to work together to repair a damaged planet and learn to live together better in the process, healing ourselves through recognizing our common stewardship of everything we cherish. The dream that we might someday be able to claim ownership of our labor and the tools with which we labor and control over the purposes to which it is put. Free to balance work and pleasure or to erase the difference between the two. The dream that the public good can be granted greater importance than private gain, and that social infrastructure we share can be rebuilt to the same uncompromising standards that the rich expect of their private possessions. The dream that true democracy and freedom can give birth to a new renaissance of art, culture, and science, and religion by the people, for the people, and not smothered by the profit-driven ambitions of those with a darker vision of humanity's future.
Can I say one thing before you go? One other thing we do need, if you have a juicer, like a nice, solid, good juicer, because we got a lot of apples and stuff, be easier just to chop them up, make a nice cider, you know. And I'm just thinking, if you got one, you want to use it, you want to donate it, we could really use one.
And a juicer. The dream that we can produce food and energy locally in ways that do not tie us together in the artificial and unequal relationships of mutual dependence that breed the urge of one region to dominate another, or for bureaucracies and technocrats to dominate us all. Let us cooperate to achieve our sovereignty over the provision of these essential goods. So, we call now for a demonstration for social change, for a process of spiritual evolution and collective endeavor that leaves behind the power-hungry plotters who think they're in charge of our society. A change from our headlong race towards unequally shared horrors of runaway global warming and resource exhaustion to the universal plenty of a sustainable way of life. A change from enslavement by economic forces and by those that own a world in which the value of things is determined by the profits to be made from them, to a cooperative existence in which their value is measured by the use to which they can be put.
Yar. We're live, and those are notes on a play. Remind us the name of the play again, there, brother?
Criminals. And to continue, a change from a world still shamed by human hunger to a world in which food security and the sovereignty that guarantees it are things all people can take for granted. So, we call for your resignation, for you to disassemble in the face of overwhelming evidence, all of it covered with fingerprints from your blood and oil-stained hands. You will be dislodged from power by our power. If it should take an international general strike or pockets of resistance forming into nations of resistance, so be it. It will cede the ground of a world free of tyranny, self-organized and in control of its own destiny.
Right on. That was live streamed from right behind the kitchen. The brother wrote those words and does not want to appear on camera, and we fully respect that, and we love those words, and we thank you there, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yar. St. James Cathedral. This part of St. James Park is actually owned, this part, about 20-25% is owned by the church, and we have been granted sanctuary. This is our big meeting yurt, still to be officially opened and all.